Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is how the headlight looks currently after a day of riding. Things didn't quite work out for this thing the way I thought it would. There's some other videos gonna be uploaded, but this thing kind of separated on itself, which I did see a little bit of it happening. These things, even when they were tight, wouldn't stay in the right position. And there's a lot of issues for that, so it's not really anything hidden, any of the reasons. So what I did is I went online and I found a new headlight. Yep, so this is the light just by itself. I'm gonna turn mine off. You just turn yours on, Terry. Let's do a comparison. Yeah. That's a big difference. Yep, so guess who's going back to stock? Like, it's good for like 5 feet. After that,
yeah, hopefully no deers are in front of you.
So in the previous video, you guys saw this as the headlight this thing originally came with. Then we had this, and this one was a used headlight we got for 50 bucks. And on the whole, it's a fairly decent light. It doesn't give you the high beam, but it gives you a decent light. I'm gonna get rid of this altogether. I'll use it for another project in the near future. So, and here you go. The light is gone. The horn is still there. The mini horn is still there. And I let this off in the middle of an intersection the other day with students on either side of me when I was going home, and they couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And I pointed at a Jeep right beside me, kind of hinted at them. It was hilarious. I loved it, and we just cruised on. So yes, the toolbox is still here, still trying to sell that thing. Had a bunch of people actually message me recently about it, and somebody wanted to trade me a Nissan pickup truck. I declined. I had too many projects. Then they're like, "Oh, what about a Beetle?" And I'm like. And then it showed it to me, and like I declined again. It was a modern Beetle. If it was an older one, like a 70s, woo, I would have said yes, because I want to build a dune buggy one day. Anyways, we have to set up our next light. So I have these, and I don't really like them all that much, so I'm probably going to remove them. And that means I'm also going to remove these guys. Not today, probably the front ones, but these ones I'll leave. I have another set of these for the front, so they'll be incognito until I turn the signal on, and that's okay. I also picked up the metallic sparkle paint, glitter paint, there you go, for this stuff. So I'm going to sand this down over the weekend and then paint them up. And then I also want to paint these. I might do that tonight, clean them up, and then paint them red. And that'll be good. I'm going to clear coat it with the sparkle clear as well. I kind of like this idea. And the headlight I'm going to show you now.
And there you have it, the 7-inch LED motorcycle light that you could find on Amazon. They say Harley, they don't say Davidson, so it might be for Harley, who knows. I think it's just a remake headlight, and they also call it the Monster Eye. I don't know what that is.
I finally figured out where it has to be mounted, so that's awesome. I love the look. So much better than that one. And I'm not sure, but so much better than this one. So yes, now I have to find out where to put my air horn and the other small horn. I imagine, as I was working on this, that there's some space inside here. Perhaps maybe I'll be able to put it in there. Might have to figure out some stuff with the airbox. We'll see. But yeah, guys, installing a giant 7-inch Monster Eye. I think somebody I saw say that online. Just kind of give you guys a look. Yeah. I want to call it here tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bloody hell. Well, I'm probably going to spend some more time
going forward with the reinvigoration, some sort of energy that came in from nowhere to remove the turn signals and pop in the flush mount ones from Amazon and then reassemble it for tomorrow. And she looks good. She looks good. So right away, you can see we're at Site B in the parking lot. Just came from Site A. And I'm talking about rewiring everything that we just installed the front flush mount turn signals, comparing the quality to the rear ones that I originally got, and only differed by $3. I'm going to remove those signals, and there are also brake lights too. And then we have to wire everything in. Now we're into time lapse, and I got sidetracked. We're actually going to install the air horn, the mini air horn, and I'm looking for space all over the bike. But we removed all the covers, side covers and whatnot, and on the passenger side, which isn't really the passenger side cover, we found just a little bit of room. I stuffed it in there, and she actually worked, added a couple zip ties, put it all back together, then had to remove it because I forgot a screw, put it all back together a second or third time, and here we are.
And you're like, but Michael, you're not working on the headlight. I know, it's getting dark, but I now have both horns working again. Maybe not that one so much, but definitely that one. This one's just it just says it's touching there. I'm gonna fix that later. Not worried about it today. It's just held in by zip tie. The bolt for that horn is at home because I used another bolt from somewhere else attached to this horn, which is now inside the cowling. So that's cool. And I'm gonna go back to working on the headlight. There's a fox! There's a fox! There's a fox! Oh my god, there's bird on my window!
Now that we're back on task, I did find, after doing some research, that there is an adapter available. So you'll be able to use all the functionality from the stock headlight on your whatever you want to hook up aftermarket headlight. However, I only just found that after weeks of searching. That being said, I'm just gonna throw it all together.
So I've made quite the mess. Been looking online to figure out how this thing's wired up, and I can't find anything right now. But what I can tell is that this is a positive, that's a negative, that's another negative, and there's 3 here that switch back with the wiring that's built into the bike. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but based on what the bike is doing, the electrical circuit changes. So it's not just like 3 wires for high, low, ground. It's got a different wiring setup. So as you switch through the bike, when it goes from like daylight running tight lights to low beam to high beam with the ground, there's a certain way the electricity flows. Because I know what the grounds are. There's 2, so that's interesting. I didn't connect them, and this all works ish. So that's the light with just the actually that's the light with everything going all at once. And then I'll turn it on. So yes, it still runs. If I change the direction, so that's the left blinker, even though it's on the right side right now because the light's upside down, and that's the right blinker. So very cool. I'm just going to flip the light around, tuck all these wires away. This will at least get me home. It is getting dark out, and that's just the way it goes.
Time to flip the light around and remount it all back in, then adjust it.
So that's the light with full beam, very bright, and I'm just going to show you the turn signal. So left, sorry, that's right, that's what's going on right, and then left. So everything works, except that everything's just turned on. I do need to find an adapter for the original plug-in, which I did keep. She's right here. So I will just resolder that bad can when I find the adapter, and they do exist. So the adapters do exist. Somebody did have them online, and I was like, oh, well, I wish I had known about that. Either way, light works. The switch does not work, so this is irrelevant currently. But I like the way it looks. Looks very cafe racer style, and that's the way I'm going with it. I'm glad that I put the horn hidden away, so she does still work. Give her a little toot, and then that's bloody loud. Wow. And then the other one that still works, which is the horn. I don't know if this is going to work too good. Oh, it has to be on. And I move it over. It's just resting against that. I'll fix that later. But yeah, so this is safe enough for me to drive home. Wish me luck, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.